in the end, they've given everything. And that's what we ask, that every game they give everything to fight for the vision that we believe in. And I know it's early on, it's very early, and we're going to get tested, and there's a long way to go in the A-League. But having experienced the A-League, you need to win games like this.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen.
Okay, to wrap it up, because it's gone on. Angus, you come up here. Just introduce you a bit. Sometimes we've been through a really bad patch, okay? A really shit patch. But nothing as bad as what he's probably going through and what he's trying to get through, okay? Testicular cancer, okay? And he's going to have surgery on Thursday, right? But what made me emotional about it was he's speaking about the war, man. He's going through this and he's speaking about the war and how important you guys are. He travelled all the way to that Newcastle game in his Ford Escort. He can tell us a story, driving there to watch you guys play and what it means to him. And it's people like this that we fucking play for. And you need to remember that every single time. Every single time you're going forwards into 5 against 4, you need to remember these types of people to fucking finish the action. Okay? Because we're playing for more than what you actually think. And that's what we had said at the very beginning. All these members, all these people filling up Suncorp, people like Angus. Okay? And how much it means to them.
I've been going to games since I was 5 years old, so I've seen, Postacoglu, Mulvey, Aloisi, and now I've got the pleasure of watching Michael every week. I think I realised when I was about 6 years old, I was never going to make it, so I thought just leave it to my betters. I reckon I've missed about 5 home games in 18 years. Like 3 away games in the past couple of years. The loss in the Australia Cup final, 3-1 to Sydney. 8-1 loss to Melbourne City, and then the 4-1 loss to Newcastle. So I'm just going to stop going to away games, as you always say. But it's worth it though. I heard about the Dylan Tombides Foundation, which I'm sure some of you boys are familiar with, about 10 years ago at a Raw game. And I sort of became like a hypochondriac about it, which isn't something that a 13-year-old should really have to worry about. But I'm sort of glad I did, because a couple of weeks ago, I found a lump on my testicle, and I thought, fuck, this is definitely it for me. Got some scans, and obviously they confirmed it was testicular cancer. That was last Thursday, and you'd think, that's something pretty life-changing. Even though I caught it early, no one wants to have cancer. My only thought was, can we get a result against Melbourne Victory? And we fucking did. We'll take a point every day of the week. It's massive. I'm the sort of bloke who thinks about that every single day. How are we all going to go this weekend? If it's off season, I'm thinking, who are going to be the transfers? I'm searching transfer market for free agents and shit like that, I'm listening to the podcast. Every moment of my life, for better or for worse, is consumed by the Raw. And I say, oh yeah, I'm going to the Raw this weekend. And they say, why are you going to the Raw? There's like a stigma now, because it's been so long since we've been successful. But as long as you boys care, I'm going to care. As long as you boys play with your heart on your sleeve and stuff like that, I don't care about the results. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. That's why it's been so refreshing to watch what Michael has done with his team, because you boys play like you fucking care. Milo, he celebrates every fucking tackle in pre-season, whatever it is. That's awesome to see as a fan. I don't care if we're not playing, liquid football or whatnot. If you boys are out there celebrating the small wins, that is massive. That is massive to me. Because I want people to feel what I feel when you boys win, right? I want people to want to drive down to Newcastle doing 150 in a 2005 Ford Focus, the wheels about to fall off. But it's fucking worth it. Even for a loss, it's fucking worth it. And I want people to care as much as I care. So 8 games left. I'm going to be there after surgery. I don't care if I'm in a fucking wheelchair, if I'm on crutches, I'll be there. Might have a prosthetic testicle. We'll see how I go. But it's massive, and just the best of luck for you boys. And yeah, thanks for all your hard work so far this season. Hope you can get it over the line.
Special guy. Yeah, I think from day one in pre-season we hit the ground running. Our goal was to bring the Roar back into Brisbane, and I truly believe we did that in that period. And we brought a lot of excitement, a lot of energy to Queensland, to the Brisbane supporters, and you could see we were moving in a really good direction.
And is the Roar coming back to Brisbane after a show of character?
O'Shea tries to get past Sabignor. Decent ball in, dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
The bad luck since that 31st of December where we scored that last-minute winner against Central Coast, yeah, it's just hit us hard. The ups and downs we've been through in this period in the last 2 to 3 months, but also a roller coaster ride we've been through of emotions. And for me personally, it was yeah, the passing of my mother and losing her was I've gone from winning in the 90th minute to Central Coast, a last minute winner, having been sent off and celebrating and feeling all the amazing emotions you can feel in football, the highest of the highs, to just crashing and learning that news on the way to Perth that I had to fly out and go to Greece and probably speak to her for the last time and organise a funeral was, it was, I'll never forget it. And it was a moment that I was torn between losing probably the one person that everyone has, a mum that will love you the most in the world, the most love that anyone would give is a mum, and also then my work. One thing we've said from day one is to make everyone proud. And there's games where, you know, Adelaide United, you might have lost in the 96th minute. I know that they worked tirelessly. They made how many chances, they created how many chances, and we were just missing it in the back of the net. Or in Melbourne City, where we were losing 1-0 from an early goal, but our second half performance was outstanding. And this was with younger players pushing themselves because it was our third game in 6 days. These are just some games off the top of my head where I know the boys gave everything. And sometimes the way football goes, the result doesn't always show that, and you can easily get emotional and be negative that the boys have lost. But when you look at it and you see how hard they fight and that they've given everything, and even these young boys that I spoke about, that they've stepped into and thrown into the deep end and they've had to swim, they've given everything. And that's why I think that learning's going to be great for them next season.
Cut that out. No, put it in. That's the beginning of it. It's like, so how do you feel about Adelaide?
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
Sent in by Angie Pearce. Hit at the front post, off the underside of the crossbar and in. Hayashi!
Put in, the Roar just refused to give up here. And it's a hat-trick for Daisy Brown.
Turn over here, Stevenson! That's what they've got in the locker.
They refuse to let the ball leave their defensive third.
You can't ask for a better 31st birthday than this. 2 moments of Momo magic. Miller can Roar put the seal on it. Tamika Yellow! Let's fucking go!
Listen, girls, very, very proud. Okay, I don't think there's any other word that I can use right now. What we faced this week over this season, and to produce a performance like that, going up 2 goals, then coming back, all right, a lot of teams would have just thrown it in, all right, and maybe started playing nervous and whatever it may be, okay, but the fact that we just kicked on, all right, scored 3, probably should have been a few more, okay, just couldn't be prouder, all right. We put ourselves in a position now, all right, to potentially play in the 6, all right. So be proud of yourselves, celebrate this, and we get ready for next week. Well done, girls.
Yeah! Going into that last game definitely there was a lot on the line, and we knew that there was a chance that we didn't make finals at all. And so I think those last 3 games at the end of the season, we treated pretty much every single one of those like a final.
And now Stevenson looking to bring it over the top, and this is an opportunity.
The club hasn't won at Canberra since 2019, I think, and so just hearing the stories from the girls who have played these previous seasons about how tough of a battle Canberra always is, and especially at their home, it was so much fun. We're so proud of everybody's effort there, and I think Chloe Lincoln especially put on a heck of a performance for us to win that game.
And a huge save from Chloe Lincoln! Well, that is massive from the Brisbane Roar keeper! Isabella Mawson blows the whistle. And Brisbane Roar do the double over Canberra in the home and away to book themselves not only into finals, but a home elimination final.
It was a surreal moment because it was a testament to all the highs and lows that we've been through this season. I mean, if you look at the lineup that we had at the start of the season, then halfway through, and then at the end, it has changed, and so many different people have come in and stepped up and been amazing, and it's just a testament to the depth and the togetherness in this group. And so that's why I think one of the things that made it so sweet is that we have just climbed the mountain, and it was a way of, like, you know, like when you take in the view at the top, you know. So yeah, it's the first view of hoisting the trophy, if you will. Early on, speaking to Alex, I know he had really high standards and high expectations for this group. So coming in, I expected the environment to be incredibly competitive. I expected depth. I expected a lot of experience across the board. I mean, you look at some of our Matildas and the people who have played abroad, and then it's just, you have a plethora of players who have experienced different things. So I expected to learn a lot and to have knowledge in all sorts of different ways from different experiences. But I will say, like, you always hear stories of, like, oh, this team's been through so much, like, this person's been through so much. You've seen, like, it's like almost like storybook, but no environment I've been in has compared to the adversity that this group has faced in the time that I've been here. And that has grown me as a human being, and I think it's grown a lot of the players as human beings on the team. So I think for me it was a mind-blowing experience in the way that this group has come together in ways that I've never seen a team do.
I think one way that I would put it, and one line that we as a team have at moments come around, is no one's coming to save us. So every time something happens, we've lost a player due to season-ending injuries, we've had trades, we've had
red cards,
suspensions the night before a game that we didn't know about. Who could that have happened to? Just so many tough things that the so many tough things that the club and this team in particular have had to deal with. And I think for a lot of groups, that adversity would halt people. And then for other groups, it's actually the very thing that allows the group to really band together and come together as a team and find a way to get through and find a way to win. And I think this group has absolutely been able to do that. So I'm really excited to see what we're able to do in this finals push, and I'm confident going into these last few games. I'm just grateful that we've collectively had that mentality. I think our coaching staff has also done a good job cultivating that culture and that mentality, and their standard for us and their expectation is that we do nothing less than win the grand final. So it is my hope and expectation also that that's what we'll do.
I mean, our fans are absolutely incredible. They are, without a doubt, our 12th man. They give us the energy. They give us something to fight for. There are so many relationships that I've built with our fans and people that I will speak to long into my career, and people that I will always be grateful for, and people that have made this feel like home for me.
So excited to see that place packed out, because I think we've had close to sold out crowds before, and we've definitely had good energy and good atmosphere from our fan base. But I think we're ready for something that's like a whole nother level, and I have no doubt that the Roar fan base is ready to bring that.